These are divorce papers, Greg. The documents landed between us with a whisper. 2:17 p.m. on a Thursday. 8 years of marriage ended on expensive cardstock.
What? Sarah, what are you...
And this is your eviction notice.
What's that?
Your eviction notice.
What are you talking about?
You have 30 days to vacate my property. His face went through 5 distinct emotions in 3 seconds. I watched them all.
This is my house. Our house.
No, Greg. It's my house. You're about to find out just how much of a difference that makes. 3 months earlier, we were the couple everyone envied.
Don't forget, property taxes are due on the Winchester rental next week.
Already paid, and I scheduled the HVAC inspection for the Monroe Street duplex.
God, what would I do without you?
Probably hire a property manager and pay them $3,000 a month.
Cheaper to keep you. I managed our 7 rental properties while working full-time as a real estate paralegal.
Greg worked in corporate finance, expensive suits, impressive titles, bigger salary. We made a good team. Or so I thought.
Our neighbor, 60-something, sharp as a tack, retired attorney who lived next door, had warned me once over coffee.
You know what I learned in 30 years of family law? When one spouse handles all the domestic details and the other spouse handles all the important money decisions, that's when trouble starts.
We're not like that. We both contribute equally.
Do you, though? Or does he just let you manage his real estate portfolio while making the big decisions himself?
Greg values my expertise.
I hope so, honey. I really do.
How was your day?
Exhausting. We're closing a major acquisition. The due diligence alone is killing me.
Hey, do you want to discuss refinancing the Capitol Avenue property? The rates dropped again.
Whatever you think is best, babe. You're the real estate expert.
You sure? It's a big decision.
I trust you completely. You handle the properties, I handle the investments. That's our system.
Tuesday night in January. Greg, what's this wire transfer? $50,000. Moved from savings to checking, then withdrawn in cash the next day.
Oh, that. Business opportunity.
What kind of business opportunity requires $50,000 in cash?
Commercial property deal. I'm getting in on the ground floor. Should triple the investment in 18 months.
Which property?
You wouldn't know it. It's through my network.
Try me. I'm a real estate paralegal. I might actually know it.
Sarah, I've got it handled, okay? Not everything needs your oversight.
This is our joint savings account.
And I earn most of what goes into it. Look, do you trust me or not?
Of course I trust you.
Then trust me on this.
I didn't push further, but I didn't forget either.
What now?
Another transfer. This one's $115,000.
Same deal. Stop micromanaging our finances.
I'm not micromanaging. I'm asking reasonable questions about large withdrawals from our joint account.
You know what your problem is? You're so focused on tenant complaints and repair invoices that you don't understand how real investing works.
I understand perfectly how it works.
Do you? Because from where I'm sitting, you manage some rental properties and suddenly think you're Warren Buffett.
Those rental properties generate $11,000 a month in passive income.
And I make $280,000 a year in active income. So maybe let me handle the big picture financial strategy, yeah?
I closed my laptop. Sure, Greg, you handle it. That's when I stopped asking questions out loud. The next day, I knocked on Diane's door.
Sarah, what a nice surprise. Come in.
Do you have a minute?
I have as many minutes as you need. What's wrong?
Hypothetically, If someone noticed unusual withdrawals from a joint account and their spouse got defensive when asked about it, what would you advise?
Hypothetically, I'd say document everything. Screenshot the transactions, save the statements, note the dates and amounts, and then I'd quietly verify the story they're being told.
How?
You're a real estate paralegal. You know how to search property records, corporate filings, business registrations. If your hypothetical person's spouse is making business investments, those investments should be traceable.
And if they're not?
Then your hypothetical person needs to protect themselves immediately. Good attorney, separate finances, and a clear understanding of what assets they actually own versus what they think they own.
Thank you, Diane.
Whatever you're dealing with, you're smart enough to handle it. Just don't wait too long to act.
Hey, Marcus, can you walk me through running an advanced property search on the county assessor's site?
Sure, but you know how to do that better than I do.
I want to make sure I'm not missing any filters. If I wanted to find recent transactions over $400,000, cross-referenced by date,
You'd filter by sale date, price range, and you could also narrow by grantee name if you have it.
perfect, thanks.
Everything okay?
Yeah, just doing some research for a client case.
Okay, but if you need anything, I'm here.
I know, thank you. 3 days later, 11:47 p.m., laptop glowing in the dark bedroom. There you are. Property address, 2847 Holloway Drive. Purchase price, $425,000. Sale date, January 28th. Buyer name, Brittany Wolf. Who the hell is Brittany Wolf? LinkedIn profile, marketing coordinator at Bradshaw Financial Services, Greg's company. No. Instagram, public profile, recent post from February 3rd. Photo of a house with a white picket fence. Caption, dreams really do come true. Hashtag blessed, hashtag new homeowner, hashtag first home. There, February 10th. Photo of a champagne toast, 2 glasses, and in the reflection, the Rolex, the one I gave Greg for his 40th birthday. Distinctive blue face, scratched bezel at 2 o'clock where he'd hit it on a door frame. Next morning, 6:30 a.m.
Morning. Is there coffee?
Just made a fresh pot. How'd you sleep?
Fine. You were up late. Saw the laptop light.
Just catching up on some case files. Nothing exciting.
You work too hard.
Somebody has to.
Shit, I've got an early meeting. Gotta run.
Have a good day, honey.
You too. Love you.
Love you too. The door closed. I counted to 30. Then I grabbed my phone. Diane, it's Sarah. Can I come over?
Right now?
Please.
I'll put the coffee on.
10 minutes later, sitting at Diane's kitchen table with printed documents spread between them.
Oh, honey.
I found it all. The property records, the social media posts, the bank transfers. He used our money, $340,000, to buy his girlfriend a house.
His girlfriend from work.
Marketing coordinator. She's 28. She posts things like, blessed beyond measure, under pictures of the house my money bought her.
Okay, first, breathe. Second, this documentation is excellent. Third, you need an attorney. Not me, I'm retired, but I know exactly who you need.
Who?
Beatrice Holloway. She's a shark in Armani. She handled my niece's divorce when her ex tried to hide assets in offshore accounts. Beatrice found every penny and made him pay punitive damages. If anyone can help you, it's her.
Can you give me her number?
I'll do better than that. I'll call her myself and tell her you're coming. She owes me a favor.
Thank you. Friday night, 2 weeks after the discovery. Greg walked in at 7:30 p.m., loosening his tie.
Hey, babe. What's for dinner? I'm starving.
We need to talk.
About what?
Sit down, Greg.
I've had a long day. Can this wait?
No, it can't.
What is this?
Want to tell me about your business investment?
What are you talking about?
The $340,000 you transferred to your girlfriend so she could buy a house. 7 seconds of silence.
It's not what you think.
Really? Because I think you took $340,000 from our joint savings account and used it to buy a house for Brittany Wolf, 28, marketing coordinator at your firm. The house is at 2,847 Holloway Drive, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Purchase price, $425,000. Down payment, $340,000. Our money. The deed is in her name only.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a real estate paralegal, Greg. This is literally what I do for a living. Did you really think I wouldn't find out?
It's complicated. There are tax implications,
Stop.
estate planning considerations.
I said stop.
You don't understand.
January 14th, $50,000 wire transfer. January 28th, $115,000 wire transfer. February 2nd, $90,000 wire transfer. February 9th, $85,000 wire transfer. Total, $340,000, all within 30 days, all from our joint savings account to a checking account in your name only, then immediately transferred to Brittany Wolf.
You've been tracking everything.
I've been doing my job. I track transactions. I verify documentation. I check property records. It's what I'm trained to do.
Our money? Really?
Let's be honest about whose money that was. Excuse me?
I earned most of that. You think managing a few rental units compares to what I do? My salary?
Is $280,000 a year. Yes, I know. Mine is $95,000, and our 7 rental properties generate $132,000 a year in gross income, $75,000 after expenses. So, yes, Greg, our money.
The rentals are in your name.
They are. You insisted on that, remember? 8 years ago. You said it was better for liability purposes.
Yes, because
Because if something went wrong with one of your investments, creditors couldn't touch the real estate. That's what you said. I agreed because it made sense, because I trusted you. Something flickered across his face. Not quite afraid yet, but something.
Sarah, listen, I made a mistake, a huge mistake, but we can fix this.
How?
I'll pay it back, every penny. It'll take time, but
The house is in her name, Greg, not yours. How exactly do you plan to get $340,000 back from your mistress?
she's not my mistress.
Then what is she?
Someone I care about.
Get out.
What?
Get out of my sight. Go stay in the guest room. Go to a hotel. I don't care. But get away from me right now.
Sarah, please.
Now! He left. I sat alone at the table, surrounded by evidence of his betrayal, and started making phone calls. Marcus, I need a favor.
Of course. What's going on?
I need the name of the best forensic accountant you know. Someone who can trace financial transactions and testify in court if needed.
Sarah, are you okay?
Not really, but I will be.
I'll text you 3 names within the hour. And Sarah, whatever you're dealing with, you're one of the toughest people I know. You've got this.
Thank you. An attorney's office. 3 days later. So, what are my options?
Well, the good news is you have excellent documentation. This is prosecution-level work.
I'm detail-oriented.
Clearly, Diane said you were sharp. She undersold you. Now, let's talk about the properties. All 7 rentals are in your name alone.
Yes, we structured it that way when we got married for liability protection.
And when were they purchased?
Before the marriage. I bought the first 3 during my 20s. the other 4 over the next 6 years, but still before we got married.
Did he contribute financially to any of them? Down payments, mortgage payments, renovations?
No, the rental income covered the mortgages. I managed everything: tenant screening, maintenance, accounting. Greg wasn't involved. He said real estate was my thing.
Then those properties are your separate property. In this state, assets acquired before marriage remain separate unless they're commingled. Your husband has no legal claim to them.
Okay, that's good.
However, the rental income generated during your marriage, that's community property, which means the money in your joint savings account, the money he stole, you contributed to that.
So what happens now?
You file for divorce. You claim your separate property, the 7 rentals, which are currently worth approximately
$2.8 million. I had them all appraised last week. Outstanding mortgages total $890,000. Net equity, $1.91 million.
That's substantial, and he gets none of it because it's your separate property. The community property, the joint accounts, the household furnishings, the liquid assets that remain get split. But here's where it gets interesting.
How?
He misappropriated $340,000 of community property funds for an extramarital affair. That's a breach of fiduciary duty. In the property division, you can argue for reimbursement or credit against his share. He won't get half of what's left. He'll get half minus the $340,000 he stole, plus legal fees and penalties.
How much would he actually walk away with?
Joint savings account currently has $160,000 remaining. Checking has about $15,000. Household furnishings, vehicles, other assets may be another $50,000. Total community property, roughly $225,000. Half is $112,500. Minus his $340,000 misappropriation, minus estimated legal fees, he'd owe you money. In practice, he'll probably walk away with about $75,000 after everything's settled.
He traded $340,000 for $75,000.
And a marriage, and access to $1.91 million in real estate equity. Now, let me ask you something. Where does he currently live?
In our house. Well, my house. The primary residence.
Which is?
One of my 7 properties. The main rental. We've been living there for 6 years.
So, he's your tenant.
Oh my God.
If you're divorcing him and he's no longer family, you can begin eviction proceedings. As the property owner, you have the right to choose your tenants. He has no lease agreement, correct?
We never formalized anything. We just lived there.
Then he's a month-to-month tenant at best. You can give him 30 days' notice to vacate.
Can we really do that?
He stole from you. He betrayed you. He used your generosity against you. And now he's living on your property. Yes, Sarah, we can absolutely do that.
Let's do it. All of it. File for divorce, claim the separate property, and start eviction proceedings.
You're sure? This will be aggressive. It will be ugly.
Good. He thought I was too stupid to notice, too passive to fight back. I want him to understand exactly how wrong he was.
Then let's burn his world down.
They shook hands. Beatrice, I have those property comps you requested for the Mitchell case. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were with a client.
Perfect timing, actually. Jennifer, this is Sarah Chen. She's going to be a new client. Sarah, Jennifer is the best paralegal in this office. Next to you, apparently.
Real estate paralegal? Morrison and Associates. Oh, I've heard of you. You handled that complex zoning dispute last year. That was brilliant work. Thank you. If Sarah's documentation is anything like her court filings, this case should be straightforward.
It's better than straightforward. It's airtight. Sarah's about to teach her husband a very expensive lesson about underestimating paralegals.
Monday morning, 9:47 a.m.
What is that, Sarah?
Good morning, Greg.
Don't good morning me. I was just served divorce papers at my office, in front of my boss and 3 colleagues.
Well, I had to ensure proper service. Your office address was most convenient.
You're humiliating me.
No, Greg, you humiliated yourself when you bought your girlfriend a house with our money.
You're claiming the rentals as separate property? All of them?
They are separate property. I bought them before we married. You never contributed $1 to them.
The rental income went into our joint accounts.
Income is different from assets. The properties themselves are mine. The income generated during our marriage is community property, which we'll split. Well, what's left of it after you stole $340,000?
I didn't steal.
You took community property funds without my knowledge or consent and used them to benefit your mistress. That's theft, Greg. That's literally the definition.
This is bullshit. I'll fight this. I'll get half of everything.
You're welcome to try. Beatrice, my attorney, estimates you'll spend about $80,000 in legal fees, and you'll lose. But sure, if you want to throw more money away, be my guest.
When did you become such a...
Around the time you decided I was too stupid to check property records.
I never said...
You didn't have to say it. You showed me every time you dismissed my questions. Every time you told me I didn't understand real investing. Every time you patted my head and told me to stick to collecting rent checks.
That's not fair.
No, Greg. What's not fair is me working full-time, managing 7 properties, contributing to our household, and trusting you completely, while you f***ed your coworker and bought her a house with my money.
Sarah, please. We can work this out. Marriage counseling, therapy, whatever you want.
I don't want to work it out. I want a divorce. The papers are filed. I'll see you in court. While Marcus came in...
That sounded intense. You okay?
Yeah, just ending something that should have ended a while ago.
The whole office is talking, you know. Word got out that you're divorcing Greg.
Great.
Hey, for what it's worth, everyone's on your side. We all know how hard you work, how much you juggle. If he screwed that up, he's an idiot.
Thanks, Marcus.
We're grabbing lunch at Nino's today. You should come. Get out of here for an hour.
Actually, yeah, that sounds good. That evening, 6:15 p.m. Greg came home. Sarah was cooking dinner, pasta, his favorite, which somehow made everything worse.
You're cooking.
I'm hungry. There's enough for 2 if you want some.
I don't understand you.
That's been obvious for a while now.
Why are you doing this? If you want me to grovel, fine, I'll grovel. I'm sorry, but destroying our entire life together...
You destroyed our life. I'm just handling the cleanup.
You're being vindictive.
I'm being practical. You stole from me. You lied to me. You're living on my property. Those are facts. I'm responding to facts.
This house is my home, too.
No, Greg, it's not.
We've lived here for 6 years.
In my house, that I owned before I met you, that you have no legal claim to.
So what? You're just going to kick me out?
Eat your dinner, Greg.
I'm not hungry.
Suit yourself.
They sat in silence. She ate. He didn't.
Does she know?
Who?
Brittany.
About the divorce? Not from me. I assume she'll hear about it eventually. Your coworkers certainly know.
That was cruel, having me served at the office.
Yes, it was. How does it feel?
I'm going to stay with a friend tonight.
Okay.
This isn't over, Sarah.
Actually, Greg, it is. You just don't know it yet. He left.
Sarah pulled out her phone, texting Diane. He moved out. The next phase begins tomorrow. Diane, texting back. Good, you're doing great. Proud of you. Sarah, texting. Thank you for everything. Don't know what I'd do without you. Diane, texting. You'd figure it out. You're tougher than you think. But I'm glad I could help. Wine tomorrow night? Sarah, texting. Definitely. 3 days later, he was served again. Thursday, 2:17 p.m. Sarah slid the divorce papers across the marble counter, followed by a second envelope.
What's that?
Your eviction notice.
What?
You have 30 days to vacate my property.
You can't. This is my home. Our home.
This is my property. We're getting divorced. You're no longer family. You're a tenant, and I'm giving you 30 days notice to vacate as required by state law.
I'll fight this too.
On what grounds?
I live here. I've lived here for 6 years.
In a property I own, without a lease, without paying rent. You've been living here as my spouse. Now you're not my spouse anymore, so you need to leave.
I have rights.
Actually, you don't. I had 3 different attorneys review this eviction notice. It's airtight. You have no lease agreement, no rental contract, no ownership stake in the property. You're a month-to-month occupant at best, and I'm terminating that arrangement.
Where am I supposed to go?
I don't know, Greg. Maybe Brittany has room.
We broke up.
Oh, when did that happen?
2 days after I was served. She said she didn't sign up for this drama.
So she got a free house out of you and then dumped you when things got complicated. That must sting.
Yes.
You have 30 days. I suggest you start apartment hunting.
You planned all of this.
Yes.
From the beginning? From when you first found out?
From the moment I saw the property records with her name on them. Yes. You thought I was just the property manager, the wife who kept things running while you did real work. You forgot that property management requires understanding contracts, negotiations, evictions, legal processes. You forgot that I'm actually very, very good at this.
What about the money I put into savings over the years?
The community property? After splitting the remaining joint assets and accounting for the $340,000 misappropriation, your legal fees, and penalties, you'll receive approximately $75,000.
I had $340,000 3 months ago.
No, Greg. We had $540,000 3 months ago. You stole $340,000 of it. Now you get $75,000. Math is unforgiving.
And you keep everything else? The properties, the equity, the rental income?
The properties were always mine. You have no claim to them. Yes, I keep them and all associated equity and income. That's how separate property works.
I'm such an idiot.
Yes, you are.
You know what the worst part is?
Tell me.
If I'd just asked for a divorce honestly, I probably would have walked away with $200,000 and we could have split amicably. Instead, I got greedy and stupid, and now I have $75,000, no wife, no girlfriend, and no home.
And whose fault is that?
Mine.
The eviction notice is legally binding. If you're not out in 30 days, I'll file for formal eviction through the courts. That goes on your record and makes it much harder to rent anywhere decent. I assume you don't want that.
No.
Then I suggest you pack.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry. I really am.
No, you're not. You're sorry you got caught. You're sorry you miscalculated. You're sorry you lost. But you're not sorry for what you did. If you'd gotten away with it, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Maybe you're right.
I usually am. That's what you never understood.
He left the kitchen. She heard him climb the stairs to the guest room. She poured herself a glass of wine and sat at the counter, surrounded by legal documents and the ruins of her marriage. And she felt nothing but cold, clean satisfaction. Later that evening, her phone rang.
How did it go?
He's been served. 30 days to vacate.
How did he take it?
He called me to calculate. Said I planned the whole thing.
And did you?
Every single step. From the moment I found the property records.
That's my girl. How are you feeling?
Honestly, relieved. For the first time in months, I feel like I'm in control of my own life again.
You've been in control this whole time, honey. You just didn't realize it until he forced you to use it.
You were right, 6 months ago, when you warned me about the power dynamics.
I take no pleasure in being right about this.
I know, but thank you. For the warning, for Beatrice's number, for the coffee and the wine and just being there.
That's what neighbours are for. Speaking of which, come over Saturday. I'm making my famous lasagna, and you look like you could use a proper meal.
I'd love that.
Good. And Sarah, this next month is going to be hard. He's going to try guilt, anger, maybe even threats. Don't engage. Document everything, stay focused, and remember, you hold all the cards.
I will. Thank you, Diane.
Anytime, sweetheart.
Week 1. Greg tried charm.
I made reservations at Marcello's, our anniversary restaurant. We could talk, really talk.
Our anniversary was 8 months ago, and no.
Sarah, please, 10 years together has to mean something.
It meant something. Past tense. You destroyed it. I'm not interested in salvaging wreckage.
You won't even try?
Try what? To forgive you for stealing $333,000 to impress your girlfriend? To trust you again after you lied to my face for months? No, Greg, I won't try. Week 2. Greg tried guilt.
What are you doing?
Boxing up your things. Makes moving easier.
We built this life together. 8 years of marriage, 10 years total. You're just throwing it all away?
I'm not throwing anything away. You already did that.
I made one mistake.
You made 4 wire transfers totaling $340,000 over 6 weeks. That's not one mistake. That's a pattern of deliberate theft.
My mom called. She's devastated.
You told your mother?
She asked why we weren't coming to Sunday dinner. I had to tell her something.
And what did you tell her?
That we're getting divorced, that you're kicking me out.
Did you tell her why?
I said we grew apart.
Of course you did. You didn't mention the $340,000 or Brittany Wolf.
What good would that do?
It would be honest. But we both know honesty isn't your strong suit. Marcus, do you have a minute?
Always. What's up?
Greg's mother left me a voicemail. She wants to meet for coffee to discuss our situation.
Oh, God. What did you tell her?
Nothing yet. I don't know what to say.
Do you want to meet with her?
Part of me does. I love Patricia. She's been good to me. But
Greg probably fed her a sanitized version of events.
exactly. And I don't want to have to explain to his mother that her son is a thief and a cheater.
You know what? Don't meet her. Not yet. Let the divorce finalize first. Right now, you don't owe anyone explanations, especially not his family.
You're right. Thank you.
That's what friends are for. Hey, we're all grabbing drinks Friday after work. You should come.
I'll be there. Week 3. Greg tried to get angry. Why are there boxes in the garage?
Because I'm packing, since my wife is evicting me from my own home.
It's not your home. It's my property.
You're really going to be this petty, this vindictive?
I'm following the law. That's not vindictive. That's practical.
You want to know what's practical? Me hiring a private investigator to dig into your finances. Maybe there's something you're hiding too.
Go ahead. I have nothing to hide. Every property acquisition is documented. Every mortgage payment is recorded. Every tenant agreement is filed. I've been meticulous because that's my job. You won't find anything.
Maybe I'll contest the separate property claim, argue that my income helped maintain those properties.
Want me to call Beatrice right now? She'd love to hear you threaten frivolous litigation. It would strengthen our case for you paying my legal fees.
This is insane.
No, insane was thinking you could steal from me and get away with it. This is just consequences.
Sarah, it's Jennifer from Beatrice's office. Just wanted to give you a heads up.
About what?
Greg's attorney, Richard Morrison, just filed a motion to extend the eviction timeline, claiming he needs more time to secure housing.
Of course he did.
Beatrice already drafted our response. The motion has no merit. He's had 3 weeks' notice and adequate time to find accommodations. We'll oppose it, and it'll likely be denied.
How much is this costing?
This particular motion? About $1,200 in legal fees, which will add to the bill we're requesting he pay as part of the settlement.
So he's spending money to delay the inevitable, and it'll cost him even more in the end.
Exactly. Beatrice says weak legal strategies are often the last refuge of clients who know they've already lost.
Thank you for the update, Jennifer.
Of course. Hang in there, you're almost through this.
Week 4. Greg tried bargaining.
Sarah, can we talk?
What?
I've been thinking, what if I could get the money back?
How?
I could talk to Brittany, ask her to sell the house. We could split the proceeds.
The house is in her name. She has no legal obligation to sell it. And even if she did, you bought it for $425,000. After realtor fees, closing costs, and the time it would take to sell, you'd be lucky to get back $300,000. We'd still be down $40,000.
But it's something.
It's too late, Greg. The divorce is filed. The property division is settled. You had your chance to fix this before I found out. You didn't take it.
What if I take out a loan against my 401k? I could give you $200,000 right now.
And you'd pay penalties and taxes on that withdrawal. You'd end up with even less retirement savings. Greg, stop. Just stop.
I don't want to lose you.
You already have. The moment you chose her over us. The moment you stole from our future to buy hers. I'm sorry, but this is over.
I know. I had to try.
Her calendar was full. Her properties were thriving. Her future was entirely hers. 6 months after that, Sarah sat at her kitchen counter, the same marble counter where everything had ended, reviewing financial statements. Property values were up. Rental income is steady. No surprises, no hidden transfers, no betrayals. Her phone rang. Unknown number.
Hello?
Sarah? It's Greg.
I know who it is. What do you want?
I don't know. I know I shouldn't call. I just wanted to say, I've been in therapy, working through some things, and I realized I never actually apologized. Really apologized, I mean. Not the sorry I got caught version.
Okay.
I'm sorry. For all of it. For stealing from you, for betraying your trust, for making you feel like you didn't matter. You were right about everything. I was greedy and stupid, and I took you for granted.
Yes, you did.
I don't expect forgiveness. I don't even deserve to be on this call. I needed you to know that I understand now. What I destroyed. What I lost.
Thank you for saying that.
How are you?
I'm good, Greg. Really good. I bought an 8th property. Business is excellent. I'm happy.
I'm glad. You deserve that.
Yes, I do.
Well, I should go. Take care of yourself, Sarah.
You too, Greg.
She ended the call and sat quietly for a moment. Then she deleted the number and returned to her financial statements. The doorbell rang.
Diane, come in.
I was in the neighborhood. Thought you might want some company.
Always. Greg just called.
Really? What did he want?
To apologize. Actually apologize this time.
And how did that feel?
Validating, I guess, but also unnecessary. I stopped needing his apology months ago.
That's how you know you've healed, when their apology doesn't matter anymore.
To healing.
To new beginnings.
Later that evening, Sarah stood on the balcony of her home, with her name on every document, watching the sunset paint the sky orange and gold. Behind her, the house was filled with friends, laughter, the smell of dinner cooking.
Sarah, your famous pasta salad is a hit. You need to give me the recipe.
Trade secret!
Beautiful view.
It really is.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
How did you do it? Stay so strong through everything. I've seen other people in your situation completely fall apart.
Honestly, I think it helped that I had something to focus on. The properties, the legal strategy, the documentation. I channeled all that hurt and anger into something productive instead of letting it destroy me.
And having good people around you.
That too. Diane, Marcus, you, and Beatrice. I couldn't have done this alone.
Well, you inspired all of us. Watching you fight back, rebuild, thrive, you're kind of a badass.
I'll take it.
They clinked glasses and went back inside, joining the celebration. The land beneath her feet was solid, paid for, entirely hers. And somewhere across town, in a small apartment he could barely afford, she hoped Greg had finally learned the difference between an investment and a mistake. Justice doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's just a quiet satisfaction of knowing you played the long game better than anyone thought you could. Sometimes it's the click of a lock on a door that belongs to you. Sometimes it's the simple truth that the person who underestimated you never owned anything at all. Sometimes it's neighbors who become friends, colleagues who become family, and the realization that you were strong enough all along. You just needed the right people to remind you. She walked inside, closing the door behind her, and joined her friends. The story was over. Her life was just beginning. Share your story in the comments, and if this resonated, subscribe so you don't miss what comes next.